James here from the Gator Nation Football Podcast. Welcome into another film breakdown, and this one is going to be of Billy Napier's offense. I'm going to look at Louisiana Lafayette's game against App State in the championship of the Sun Belt Conference to give you an idea of what Billy Napier likes to run at Florida. I think you're going to see a lot of these similar formations. Of course, I do think you may see a different run-pass balance and a few other things based upon personnel, but this should give you a good idea of the type of offense that he likes to operate with. As always, if you like this content, sub to this channel, follow us on social media, consider dropping us a dono to support our efforts to bring you this type of content, and check out our podcast each and every Monday where we bring you in-depth analysis on the Florida Gators. Without further ado, let's start by looking at the first third down for Louisiana in this game against App State. They obviously had played App State earlier in the year. They beat them handily. After two running plays, you're going to begin to see what you're going to see all throughout this breakdown is a lot of pre-snap motion from Louisiana. So this is how they start, but it's not how they're going to finish pre-snap. Here comes your motion from your tight end, and we're going to move him out to the edge. And now we see a linebacker follow, which tells the quarterback very clearly, it's a very NFL-based concept, very pro-style concept here. Man in motion, if you get followed by the linebacker, your nickel to come down here. Safety then goes high. You know for sure that you have cover one man. You know this, you've confirmed your pre-snap read. Now the question is, what do you want to run? There's going to be two home run routes we're going to run here. I want you to first focus on the right. This is where App State's following. They really want to play over the top of their main receiver here. He's going to get an excellent inside release, which is what you want to do. Inside release, beating his underneath man trail defender, and he's going to run a corner route, right, which is pulling the safety over here. Meanwhile, and so you're going to see an equally good route here, which is where they're going to hit. This is where they want to go the entire time. We know this because he's going to eye the safety. Good eye control. Take a look at where the safety is. Okay, I know he's on the far hash. He cannot get to this throw here. I'm going to open up with the quick game. I'm going to plant my foot, and I'm going to drive down and make this throw right on time, which he does. A strike for a huge gain on 3rd down and 10 early. Nice aggressive play call. Good understanding that going vertical is quality here. But all of this is essentially predicted by Napier as he gets what he wants. But this is what you have to love. So right now, we've talked a lot about this obviously on our channel, is since we're inside the numbers, the corner has to play outside leverage, which is correct. He wants to force this receiver anywhere in here to the middle of the field so he is able to get help from his safety. So everything looks good pre-snap from App State. Now what you're going to watch Louisiana counter with here is an outside release. Take a look at this. Outside release. We look like we want to go this way. We're going to open the hips of the corner, and then we're going to take this back here inside to give us the throw window that we want, creating this kind of leverage here. We've now moved the corner to the outside here. That gives us the inside throw window. It allows us to do exactly what we see here, give a nice throw target all the way inside here if we throw a strike. And this ball actually gets thrown poorly to the outside. You'd much rather have this ball somewhere in here, but we still make the catch and complete the pass. So that's a great example of a 3rd down and 10 play. Pre-snap motion, confirm your read, two verticals, pull the vertical over here away from the safety who's on this hash who cannot get to this play, start with an outside release, and then move it inside to complete your go route. A lot of good stuff happening there and a big completion from App State against App State early on. Now we'll look at a run play from Louisiana here, same drive. They like to use a lot of pre-snap motions, whether it be an orbit motion, coming around the back here of a running back, or a jet sweep style motion, which you're going to see on this play. They also like to run a pistol, essentially allowing them to run a single back that allows a downhill play action fake or a power run scheme. A true spread option team, much like Urban Meyer's teams, will always have this running back right here next to the quarterback, much like what you saw from Dan Mullen. There are advantages to this. Disadvantage is your running back cannot come downhill, and you also cannot run more of a traditional sort of under center play action if you don't have your back behind you. This pistol formation, of course, really became popular with Colin Kaepernick in Nevada back in 2010 or so. And nowadays you see it featured as a good formation in the NFL. The 49ers like to use it. Other teams will use it. But really, it's a nice formation because it allows the quarterback to stay in shotgun, which gives him a better read if he does run a play fake. It keeps his eyes downfield rather than being under center where he turns his back. And it allows the running back to have momentum coming towards the hole. And Napier likes to do this a lot. So once again, you're going to see the motion. Here comes our jet sweep motion. We're actually going to fake this motion toss here. And then we're going to have a handoff right here. So we're going to run. This is it. You can see here it comes. We're going to fake this. Timing's not perfect here, but it doesn't matter. They still have to hold. This edge defender has to hold here and honor this. We take him out of the play, make this linebacker slow. And now we're just really simply running a power off tackle run here, right? You want a two-way go. Ideally, this is actually taken up. Defensive tackle does a nice job to take away the hole that we're looking for. So we're going to have to go with our secondary gap, which we take right here. And look at this blocking by Louisiana. Excellent work at the line of scrimmage. Not even touched yet, right? Running back again, coming downhill. Take a look. He's coming downhill. Momentum is going. If he were standing right next to him, he's not having the same speed he has here as he hits this hole. Got the feet moving nicely. And that's going to lead to a nice big gain for Louisiana on a run play that involves a lot for the defense to cover, but at the end of the day, it winds up really just being a simple power run. It's 4th down and 3 for Louisiana. Louisiana likes to employ, Napier likes to employ a lot of 2 tight end sets, or in this case, an H-back, which we're going to consider a tight end here, and you've got 1 and 2. In fact, you have no running back, so you're playing 2 personnel, something you don't see too often necessarily in college football, but Napier will run it. He'll run a lot of 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, a lot of 2 tight end sets here in the run game. You can see Appalachian State going to be very aggressive here against the run. Again, Louisiana likes to run the ball 57% or so of the time. They're a heavier run team, and this gets them into favorable looks in these situations. 4th down and 3, where essentially you're getting almost a cover 0 look. You have a conflict defender here. You're getting a cover 0 look in some instances. Clearly, we're one-on-one up top here. You're one-on-one here. We're not exactly sure what's going to happen in this part of the field. And we're going to see what Louisiana elects to do on 4th down and 3 early in this game, 0-0. And we're going to open up here. And really, this is just going to be a QB run. And this is dead, right? It's an option. This is a run-pass option. But really, we're looking to QB run here. We're going to open up here and look towards our obvious man-to-man roll, but we are running, and we run a run this way, except we've lost up front. However, rather than just having our receivers blocking and totally selling out for this QB run, we do have a run-pass option available. Here's a slant route, which would have been wide open had we actually been trying to just set and hit this. Plenty of cushion here, right? Good matchup there. They doubled our slot receiver, and he's going to roll out. At this point in time, several things are fun when you get to look at the film, right? One is if you're number 2, he breaks off his slant route, and you'd much rather have him just take the middle here because this is completely a touchdown. He's actually going to wind up running a corner route here. And number 2, this is going to be saved by the quarterback, right? We're in all kinds of trouble. Great edge control here. Gives a little pump fake to freeze him for a second, outruns him to buy some time, and then is going to make an excellent throw to a dragging, right here, let's watch what this happened, right, to our dragging slot receiver, who at this point in time is completely bracketed and out of the play. He works back to the sideline, which you should do. Do not quit on the play. Keep driving, come to the sideline, make yourself available, and he throws a strike in here to convert this. So really, the play call did not work out the way they wanted at all. App State was all over it. Mobile quarterback keeps things alive. Slot receiver keeps things alive, and they move the sticks early on in this championship game. After a penalty, it's 2nd down and 17. For anyone who's followed me for any amount of time, you know that I love throwing the football. But it is really important to be able to run the football well because that's going to bring teams up. In the ideal world, your passing will be better if you're able to have teams committed to you being able to run the football, even in situations like this one. It's 2nd and 17. Now, to me, this is very questionable defense by App State, and they're essentially going to come out and cover 0. Cover 0. And once again, as we talked about right in the opening, I want to rewind this. Right in the opener, here comes your tight end, right? Playing this H-back role. He's going to motion across. And now we see again, pulling the defense out. Very clean. There's no safety here. We see a ton of space. 2nd and 17, let's take a shot. And the shot is what Louisiana is going to take. Watch the play develop here. We just need to hold up in protection. Going to bring our running back across, pick up the free unblocked man here, give ourselves a pocket, and then run a nice corner post move here for the touchdown. Focus right there. There's your corner, and your post move beat him to the top. Not a great route. I want you to watch this here. Ideally, he should be able to run this route without slowing down. Watch how much he slows down. Nice break there. Really a lot of slowdown there coming out of that break. A much better route runner is going to hit this break clean without slowing down. He's going to be here for an even easier touchdown pass. But as it stands right now, we are going for the double move touchdown because we are in cover 0. We just have to hold up front. If we do, we should be able to hit this double move for a touchdown all the time. Right away, you can see that he actually opens up looking down here. Then he takes his eyes off of downfield, which is not good, not great fundamentals here, but he does climb the pocket, and right at the end, this is really a great throw. He locates open platform. He locates who he has coming here. He knows what his route is in the middle of the field and puts just a perfect ball in here. So really a lot of poor fundamentals early from Louisiana's quarterback for a rescue late for an excellent throw and a touchdown pass for Louisiana on the double move against cover 0, even though it's 2nd 17. App State loading up to stop that. Here's a look from the end zone camera. You're going to see just how much pressure Louisiana gets here. App State is going to bring the house on this play. Here it comes. They're bringing everyone, right? They're bringing 7 players. Louisiana with 2, 4, and 6. They're down a man. They have to hold up long enough for this. And right away, we can see that he wants to open up. Take a look at the eyes. We're opening here. Eyes are here. You don't want your eyes down here, right? We're looking at the pressure. Ideally, you want your eyes upfield, looking at your receiver with all this space here. You know he's going to set him up for this corner post. He's going to pull his eyes off of that. He wants to open up at this point in time and hit this throw. It's not there. And now we're just escaping. But now he does. Now his head is up, right? He escapes this, which is what he was looking at. And now his eyes are up. He knows there's no safety, no danger. Just have to get this ball off. And he does. And that is a great throw. I mean, that is an off-platform, open-stanced throw right into the target line. But again, all of this possible because even though it's 2nd and 17, App State feels like they have to play very aggressively because of Louisiana's run threat. They make them pay with a nice call, double move, open space, take advantage of the space that you have. Quarterback really has one read here, one job, make sure they hit this window. And he does. Something for Florida fans to get used to is you're going to see a lot more 2 wide receiver sets. You rarely ever saw this under Dan Mullen or really most Florida coaches in the past 20 years. It's been a long time. This personnel package, again, they're going to run a 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, right? Of course, you see this in the NFL all the time. You don't see it quite as much in college for a variety of reasons, but Billy Napier really likes this. He is going to run the more common 11 personnel much more often, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 3 receivers, but he does, again, heavily use 12 personnel, and you're going to see it here. This is something you'll see Alabama do quite frequently. They'll do it out of 11 or 12 personnel, and they're going to try to take deep shots with play action. So again, the reason it's really beneficial to have your running back behind the quarterback like this in a pistol set is it allows you, right, to run traditional play action. Even though we're in the shotgun, we are going to run this just like we're under center. Nothing different is happening here. We're going to turn our head. We're going to roll out of this just like we came out of center, except this happens faster because we're starting in the shotgun. That allows us to fake that run game, which is soaking up all the linebackers here. They're all out of here. And now we're going to take a big shot. In this particular case, we're going to run a go route here, which is really just a decoy route. We're trying to hit this deep over route. We're going to allow our receiver to either work over the top of the safety or underneath the safety. It's his option. In this case, App State plays this really well. You can see he carries him as deep as he can. He recognizes he's deeper. He's going to break this off to the shallow rather than carry this up here, which is fine. That's the play we want to hit. We have a good pocket. This is taken away. And on top of that, we have an outlet here with a running back on a linebacker on a wheel route, right? So that's kind of your check down. We're trying to hit this here. If not, we have a check down here with a lot of space on the football field. If we can block this up, we have a good shot. Well, we do block this up. We really don't have anywhere to go with the football. Not anywhere to go. The pocket is now collapsing on us in here, and we're going to get this ball out. And it's going to go for an incompletion. But that's something you're going to see Billy Napier do a lot, is take shots like this with a traditional play action, although we're going to wind up pulling it from the shotgun, rotate the head around, and take these deeper shots. If you're able to block these and you have superior talent, especially with receivers that can run good routes, you can see how much space is open up in this part of the field. You can do a whole lot off of this stuff. And then, of course, if you have superior running back talent, you're getting a one-on-one matchup with a linebacker with a whole lot of space here as well. There are big advantages to running 12 personnel packages. Again, you see it frequently employed in the NFL for a lot of reasons. It's tough to stop. Are you going to run? Are you going to pass? How do you handle it? Do you commit numbers to the run? If you do, can you complete passes against the opposition? So nice play design here. Doesn't wind up working out. App State with good coverage, and it goes for an incomplete pass. 3rd and 12. This is really a classic Billy Napier pre-snap play design. Watch how many motions occur. We're going to start in a trip set, only to have this motion down into a stack twins set here, only to have another pre-snap motion with the jet sweep, which is now going to cause a late action. We have to rotate here. We're going to handle this really with a rip Liz concept. So now that we're coming down here, the safety's going to be calling rip, rip, rip. Going to come down to the right side to cover this motion. We're going to replace here. And all of that to run what is going to be with just what we talked about, right? Here's your single back behind the quarterback in shotgun. We're going to run the play action. This is not their main quarterback in on this play, by the way. We're going to run the play action. We're going to open up, and we're going to try to hit a route. Now look, this works perfectly. This is simply a decoy. Take him out of the play and create space, which it does. Look at all the space here. We're going to run the perfect route combo. Here's your sticks. Perfect route. Look at this. This is everything you want. It's 3rd and 12. We've got this blocked perfectly. This is a huge, easy completion on 3rd and 12. Excellent play design, good pre-snap motion, simple read, 2 receivers going out, easy for the quarterback to hit. All he has to do is make sure he IDs the proper space, and he does not. He's pre-committed to go here. This route obviously is not the route you want. We're glued on here. That's great defense. Nothing is going to be there, and he's going to make this throw anyway, which is going to come high. You're seeing the ball get tipped right here. It's going to come high and go incomplete. But if you're a play caller and a play designer, you've won on this one. You just need your quarterback to ID the proper read, right? And here's what happens. And again, this is why eye control is so important. We've talked a lot about this with Emory Jones, and we've talked about it with Anthony Richardson, and I've told you why I think AR's eye control is so much better. Watch the safety. Again, a lot of work has gone into what's happened here. Your safety is bailing, momentum carrying him this way. If you're the quarterback right now, you open up and your eyes are only on the safety. That's what you're looking at. You don't care about this right now, and you don't care about this right now. You have to watch this safety because he's going to dictate which side of the field you are going to go to with these routes, because you know that you have a hitch route here and essentially you have a dig route here. These are close routes to each other. They're body throws. You're going to want to throw it to where the safety is not able to help. But instead, he opens, safety's looking, he opens and he is just looking right here. And watch the safety. He's going to roll off now. He's turning all the way around backwards facing the end zone. Right? And this is where, if the quarterback stays glued here, stay glued right here, go through your drop, watch this safety. At this point in time, the safety has to choose. Is he going to keep bailing? Is he going to turn around on his own? Where is he going to go? And that would have given our quarterback a much better read. Instead, he comes off way too early. He knows he wants to go, or he opens up to this throw. This throw is not there. He's committed to it despite the fact the safety has totally erased himself from this play. He's bailing deep, and he has a wide open receiver here with no one helping. He's committed to this throw. Makes the wrong choice. Not a bad throw, but the wrong choice. Easy conversion here. Again, play design was good. Everything there was solid. Of course, on film, they would have gone through this and said, hey, look, you got to make sure you're going through what I just showed you there to maximize that play. But a great play call on 3rd and 12. Well blocked, easy completion available, easy throw. Does not go for that, and Louisiana has to punt. 2nd down and 10 here, another classic version of a Billy Napier play. Watch the motions. We're going to look as though we are in a typical 4-receiver spread set. And now we're going to motion ourselves into this, again, this pistol with this single back right behind. Now we're more of a bunch set. We got twins here, got our H back here, single receiver set here. But we're not done yet. We're going to have another pre-snap motion, which again is altering what the defense does every time. You heard Billy Napier say in the press conference he wants to be as difficult of a 3-day prep as possible. This is forcing the defense to go through a ton of communication changes here. They've had to switch their coverage now 3 different times. They have to get this right. Again, we're going to see them pull their safety down, something Louisiana knows they're going to do. So if you look at all of what Billy Napier has done on the chessboard here, we start with this look. All of this now to get to here. Now this to get to here. And now what we've done is we basically vacated this entire side. We're playing man defense here. We vacated this side. We've put a single high safety here. We're bringing him down on the motion. And all of that to really just do, again, a simple off-tackle play here, right? We're running a sweep to the right. And look at this right now. If we seal this block here and we seal this up here, this looks pretty great. There's a lot of space on that football field. That's exactly what happens. Unfortunately, the right tackle here is going to lose his block. He starts off well. He's going to lose his block right here, and that is going to ruin what's going to be a really, really good play. And you can see him right here. If he's not here, if he doesn't get through, look at what we have here. We're off to the races. Could be a huge play. Instead, he gets through, slows him down, and now we get through from the linebacker, and this winds up going just for a couple of yards. But if you're looking at the threatening level of that play call on the run, very, very high threat level, all set up by the pre-snap motion. It's certainly best to describe Billy Napier's offense as multiple. It's very tactical. He really runs a little bit of everything, and that's something I love. I think it's really important in modern football to take the best concepts from all of the different things that exist, whether it be air raid, whether it's I formation, whether it's single back, power football, spread option, zone read concepts, RPOs, whatever you want to look at. It's good to take the best of some of those things and use them to your advantage. And again, take a look at what we see here. A 3 receiver set. This time we're in 11 personnel. And we're going to move our running back down. Now we're in a traditional spread set, something you've seen a million times out of the Gators with Dan Mullen. Except we're going to do something just a little bit different here. And by different, I mean not different, right? We're going to run a standard guard tackle counter, something you've seen me go through a million times on this channel. But the pre-snap motion goes away from here. Now we're to here. Now the guard tackle counter. Now what does that do? Because we're running a zone read now, because we move the running back down here, we're going to hold the edge, right? This linebacker is going to stay on the backside to make sure we're not keeping this. That's going to create the space we need. We don't care about him. We're going to come in here and kick him out and drive through this hole. There's your kick out block. Got too many letters on here. There's your kick out block. Perfectly done. Now we're driving through here. Perfectly done. We're soaking up 1 and 2 players, and we're out of there on 2nd down and 10 for a 12-yard gain and a first down. So a nice example there of a zone read using a guard tackle counter. Again, all that is modern spread football to gain a first down on 2nd and 10. 3rd down and 16 here. One of the things you want to look for with Louisiana and Billy Napier's offense, and really any offense, is are you able to get receivers open? Do you see open receivers on film? And what does the rest of the play look like? Is it a good play design? Does it make sense based upon what you're facing? Is it the right call tactically? And what we get from App State pre-snap is a cover 1-man look. App State was very aggressive against Louisiana because they didn't want to give them time. And the reason they didn't want to give them time is because Louisiana's receivers were winning these battles, right? Here's your sticks. Both of these are available for first down completions. We're not going to complete it, and I'll show you why in a second, which has to do with what happens here. But take a look particularly at the route that's being run right here. So you've got a stick hitch, and then here we're going to go a little deeper, and we're going to head nod towards the sideline right here, head nod towards the sideline, get this weight off a little bit, and then just whip around here and send this defender flying. I mean, look at that. That's a win, right? That's a great win on film. You are celebrating that in Monday morning film review. That's fantastic stuff. But we win with our routes, and we have first downs available, so that's good. Now we got to see what happened back here. And what we can see back here is we're going to have 6 on 6. The battle is going to come down to 6 on 6 right here versus our 6 after the motion. There it is, right here, because he's going out for a pass. So it's 6 on 6. If we can hold up here, we're going to have a first down here on 3rd and 16, which in a championship game is a great result. Let's see what happens. Initially, things look pretty good. We've held up okay. Our eyes are downfield, which is fine. And now we get pressure right up here in the A-gap. Pressure here. We need to climb the pocket. Really nice move here to climb. Eyes stay downfield, which is good. Now we're looking to throw, which is good, except we've had a really nice play made right here. And this is the importance. This is a great edge rush as he's way away from the play. He's going to cast aside the left tackle here, who should be the best blocker, again, for Louisiana. He's going to cast him aside, get him off balance, not quit on the play. Really nice play. If he quits on this play, we're going to complete this. He doesn't. He comes through and saves this play, making a tackle and a sack. But play design was nice. Routes were nice. Receivers were open. Really, really good stuff there from Louisiana. It's what you want to see. Are receivers open? Are you running the proper play calls against the defenses that you are facing? They do there. Nice stuff by both teams. Louisiana going to feature an unbalanced line here. Unbalanced line. Here's your center. We have 1 offensive lineman. Here's your H-back and 3 to this side. Again, something they will do. We see this pistol set here with a single back, and now we're going to fake this jet sweep motion like we've been doing the whole time, except we're not going to fake it. We're actually going to run it. Just a simple toss here. This is the unblocked defender. We're going to trust that we're going to run around the unblocked defender, which we do. We're also going to hope that we can run around the unblocked linebacker, right? We don't have great numbers for this play. We're going to try to get to the second level to the edge. That's the goal here. Put our athletes in space, get a nice block there, and on second and 10, we pick up an easy 7 yards. So obviously, if you're going to fake this motion the entire game, you don't always have to hit it. If the team is continually shifting on it, you never need to hit it because they're going to give you something to this side, which is what, of course, we're faking here. By running these plays, you're making the defense stay honest on both sides with a simple motion. You're also keeping the threat of play action alive, and you're giving the defense a lot to look at. So here, this simple little toss is going to go for 7 yards and set up a 3rd and short. All right, 2nd down and short. App State, again, being very aggressive against the run. We've got 7 in the box right here. We're loaded up, single high. We're man-to-man here. We can run whatever that we run. Same thing here. A lot of options available to us. We're going to bring the running back down, and now we're just going to run a simple zone read, right? Again, it's very multiple, despite the fact, and you'll see Lane Kiffin do this a lot. Lane Kiffin loves a lot of these twin sets, right? It's kind of a staple of his offense to the boundary. But either way, we can run a lot of stuff. We've thrown a lot of stuff at the defense with App State. Let's see if they're going to get a little bit antsy to stop the running back, which they are. He's going to oversell this, and we're going to have a block here from our H-back. And now we're in good shape. Here comes our unblocked. This is nice work by App State too, right? We've seen teams do this against Florida's zone read. You have to have your corner be a good tackler. He has to have his eyes in the backfield, which he does. He's going to come downhill and ultimately, unfortunately, not be a good tackler. Now our athletic quarterback's off to the races. And nothing pretty there, but it's 2nd down and 3, and you get a 1st down. But what's really happening is you're continually putting pressure on the defense. Again, you're leaving this one-on-one down here. If you like this matchup, you can take this matchup. You're giving yourself multiple options of how you want to attack a defense here, and you're giving them a lot to deal with. Despite, again, the nature of this play just being a zone read. You're always giving them something else to deal with. Always something to deal with, and a nice conversion there for a 1st down. Another very Bama-esque play. Of course, a lot of Napier's influence comes from his time at Alabama, his time with Lane Kiffin, his time with McElwain, his time with a lot of offensive coordinators. He also spent time at Arizona State where they ran air raid, so you'll see all sorts of principles being used here. Once again, pre-snap motion. We start off in a 2x2 set. We're going to swing ourselves in now. Classic 12 personnel play, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receiver set. Very Alabama-like set here. A tight formation, and we're just going to motion in. Here's our jet sweep to motion this in. We're going to pull our linebackers down underneath, and then we're going to run a traditional play action, right? Becomes a pistol jet sweep set. Really, there's our traditional play action. Quarterback now is going to drop after he executes and get into this just like you would if you came off of a play action on a single back fake. And now what we have is we have a vertical route here, which is going to get soaked up 2-on-1, and then we have a dig route here. Again, something you will see Bama run a lot, whether it be with Mechie in years like this year, and this would have been Devonta Smith, and you can think of a million different other receivers they've run these kind of concepts with. But generally, it's an easy throw for the quarterback. You have an underneath defender who's not going to get there. Throw is not going to be made on time. We get a late pressure here in the A-gap. Throw is not going to be made to the right spot. Not a ton of separation either. But these are plays where obviously if you have mismatches you like here and you've got a speed receiver in the slot and you can win these one-on-ones, you are going to have a lot of separation. And if you're going to get this kind of runoff, you complete this pass, it's an easy way to score touchdowns. Again, something you have seen Bama do time and time again. It's very powerful out of 13 or 12 personnel if you can block this up to run these kind of sets if you give yourself the time, because that's what play action does for you. It's a reason why play action is something that's going to be in football forever. And it's something that really works better. It just works better when you have a running back behind you. It's much more dynamic to run play action this way than when you have a running back here. It's one feature of Billy Napier's offense I like a lot. I think it's an excellent feature. I think it's going to suit Florida well. 11 personnel again here. Balanced line from Louisiana. Here's our H-back. 3 receiver set. running back behind the quarterback. All we're going to do is bring him down. And as we bring him down into the traditional spread set, you're going to see a little bit of a widening from the linebackers. Again, everything requires an adjustment. A little bit of a widening. Why is he widening? Because he has to help here on the edge in case of a zone read. Now that they've changed how this looks running-wise, they've changed what they're threatening to attack. And we are going to get a zone read. Okay, we're trying to spill this. We're going to try to bring our D-end in here, trying to spill this play and allow the linebacker to replace him, except we've got a really good call on here. Napier's got a good call on here. He's going to bring the H-back around, spill this here. It takes him out, bring the H-back around, hit the unblocked man who's supposed to now be controlling the edge. And he does not control the edge. He gets sucked up with the play fake for a second. And now we're off to the races. Again, all of this happened. It might seem overly simple, but all of this happens because he goes from here to here. It changes what his responsibility is. They're going to wind up shifting in here. He's holding the edge there. He's supposed to be replacing. He should already be down here replacing the edge. And as you've seen me talk about on the channel a lot, follow the H-back, follow the ball. Louisiana is one of the better teams. Napier's offense is one of the better teams at not always running behind the H-back. A lot of teams are going to run behind their H-back 85, 90% of the time. He's the lead blocker with Louisiana. And I've not pointed this out too often in these plays, but you can go back and look at it. Oftentimes does not go anywhere near the H-back. He's a lot of window dressing, and that makes them dangerous, and that's what happens here. We are going to use the H-back. He's going to be the first blocker here on the perimeter. He gets his block, and now we've got a quick quarterback with a defensive end that had pushed too far inside. We've got our receiver coming all the way up to take care of the safety, which is exactly what we want, leaving a corner on the edge here, and we're off to the races. Not going to get a block there, but it's not going to matter because he takes himself out of the play. We're off to the races right here, and we've got a touchdown on a simple zone read play. A dynamic, explosive run, simple zone read play. A little bit of window dressing, but a lot of buildup that had gone on into this game thus far, and Louisiana takes a 14-0 lead. 14-0, third down and 11 for Louisiana, so another critical down in this game. Pre-snap motion, something you're going to see often. Tight end, you're going to see a lot of tight ends lined up here on the edge, going to motion in and reset, and we're going to get, again, very aggressive cover one man from App State. And of course, they are going to bring some pressure because they do not want to give Louisiana time. They don't like their matchups. There comes the pressure. Can we get it blocked? We can. Simple concept here. Hitch to make sure this defender pulls down, and then a dig. Very easy read for the quarterback. If you happen to get him bailing all the way off into this window, you'll take your hitch and hope that your athlete can win for the first down. If he stays down low, then you're going to have this dig route, which is right there. Body, make sure you put the corner behind you. Give your receiver a targeted throw right there in his chest, which he does. Nice, simple, safe completion on third down. Excellent work. Good job blocking. Gets this ball off with pressure in his face right here. Again, gets a big gap pressure right in the end. Stands tall, makes the throw. Nice conversion for Louisiana. Third down and 11 for Louisiana. You've seen a lot of these third down and longs. I'm trying to show you kind of what Napier's offense may look like in these situations, and I want to show you how multiple he is attacking. It's not the same thing. Here's another example here. We're going to start with this single back. We're going to motion the running back out to become a wide receiver. At this point in time, App State has seen Louisiana run a lot of stick routes here, a lot of hitches at the sticks, and now Louisiana is going to counter with something much different. For now, don't focus on the quarterback. Let's just focus on the receivers. We're going to run a smash concept down here. So we've got a corner and a hitch. This is available. Nice big window here, right? He's looking at the rush. Again, Michael Jefferson was really a record-setting quarterback for Louisiana. But as far as his actual on-time passing, comfort in the pocket, he's got a lot of variance. There's things he does well, as you've seen him do. Technique's not always perfect, but generally gets the job done, obviously, as they won yet another conference championship. But again, I think you'd like to see a more elevated presence at Florida with the quarterbacking that you should see there. But plenty big window here. Nice smash route. You can have this first down if you want it. If you block this up, you got an on-time throw into a nice window because App State is really playing the sticks. Take a look at their coverage. On this side, we're going to triangle this. Safety's going to soak up anything deep, and we're going to play the sticks. We're dropping to the sticks here underneath it. So they're going to give you this throw. Check. We've run into that one correctly. Same thing is going on here. This is going to be the safety who's going to stay on the sticks. Take a look at where he goes. He stays down low. He's robbing the middle on the sticks, giving anything up above his head. So what does Louisiana run? They're going to run their slot receiver over his head into this space. Check there. So we have 2 plays available. The smash route's available. We have a huge play available here if we're willing to hit that. Unfortunately, at this point, we're not willing to hit either one of them. Despite the fact that we have 2 good looks, we're looking down here at the rush. We're kind of looking to escape, which is what we're going to do. And we're going to escape. And now we're going to open up. And now we have a chance for glory. Look at this. We have the whole field. We got a left-handed quarterback, Michael Jefferson, rolling out. I'm sure the App State sideline is thinking, please see this right here. This is a layup. It's a layup. But he is not looking over here. He's not looking. Perhaps he couldn't see him with the red logo. I don't know. But either way, he's going to put this ball into a double-covered receiver here. And we are not going to complete this. But boy, oh boy, if he just locates this route, look at this. We're gone. So again, what do you want to see on film? You want to see open receivers. What do we continually see? This is 3rd down and 12. We saw open receiver. We saw an open receiver early. We see an open receiver late. Those are good things to see on film, despite the fact that Louisiana does not complete this pass here. All right, it's 14-7. There's 32 seconds left in a championship game. Louisiana on their own 45-yard line. Should we take a knee? Should we run? Should we be conservative? Let's show you what Billy Napier does, right? Scared money don't make money. He's true. Sometimes scared money makes you broke, but it's a lot more fun. I mean, not scared money, rather, makes you broke, but it's a lot more fun to be not scared, rolling the dice, than it is to be scared. I'll tell you that. And let's see what Louisiana does. So we're going to motion out. Tight end's going to motion out. Again, a pre-snap motion feature. And now we are in, again, a very traditional spread alignment here. 4 receivers, 1 running back, something you see all the time, feature of Dan Mullen's offense. We're going to run some routes. We're going to run some routes, right? You got your safety route here, a little hitch here, a decoy here. But really, what do we want to do? All we want to do is throw this route here. Now, what is App State in yet again? Again, there's 32 seconds left in this game. And what is App State playing? They're playing cover 1 man. Now, look, I like cover 1 man. You've heard me talk about it a lot. But as an offense, if you are able to know what the defense is doing frequently, you can have success. 2nd down and 10. Right, but you can have success if you know what they want to play, and one reason they can do that is Louisiana is still dangerous running the football. App State does not want to give them time in case they pass. They want to bring pressure, and they want to take their chances man-to-man, and we are going to take our chances with a go route up the sideline, which is most certainly not open. But we're going to float a ball in here, and we're going to take a chance, and we are going to make some money, right? Some aggressive money, just made some money. We're moving down the field. And we are on the 25-yard line now with about 26 seconds left in a championship game. You got to like the aggression there. Louisiana would would close the half with a field goal after being aggressive, going up 17-7, and then App State would answer with a long drive, an 8-minute drive to get a field goal of their own, making it 17-10. This is 1st down for Louisiana, their first possession of the second half. And we are going to see a pre-snap motion, and we're going to see 2 receivers. Again, 2 receivers, right? We're going to be in a heavy package here. 12 personnel, 1 running back. We have 2 tight ends. Okay, 2 tight ends in the field here, right here. There are 2 tight ends. And now we are going to run a play action. Again, get used to this. It's something you haven't seen Dan Mullen do. You're going to see it a lot with Billy Napier. We're going to get to run play action right here. Simple play actions. It's just like he's under center. Imagine he's right here and he's coming back. It's no different. Play action. We're going to bring all these linebackers up. Take a look at this. Everyone's up, and now we're off to the races. And now if we can seal this block here, we're in good shape. We do not seal this block, right? That's pretty poor. Take a look here. Not great there. We get turned around. Even if you're not going to block, you got to at least get yourself into the flat. We do have an absolutely wide open comeback route here, though, again. You've seen Bama hit plays like this countless times. This is easy money right here. But he's going to come off this early and try to throw a ball in here, which makes no sense, right? He's bracketed by 3 defenders. Makes no sense. Even with this late pressure, this is an easy throw on time. Comfortable quarterback here, knows all this space. He knows he's got to come back. His defender's back is turned. He's looking at this. There's no safety. He cannot help. This is an easy throw right here for a huge completion. He's not going to hit it, but what do you see yet again? You see a wide open receiver. Nice play call. good open receiver, a chance for a big gain. They don't hit it, but you want to see a lot of chances for big gains as that reduces your margin of error. If you have open receivers, obviously, there's a good chance you're going to hit them. Very next play, 2nd down and 10. We just took a shot. All right, now we're going to stay in the same exact personnel grouping. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. We now got a pistol set here. So again, a lot of formations, right? You're seeing a lot of formations from Billy Napier and crew. And now we're going to get App State playing 3-on-2. You heard me talk about on the podcast, if you listen to it, that Billy Napier is very, very good playing with the numbers, right? He tends to do the right thing numbers-wise, which I think is a sign of a very good offensive mind. Again, I'm going to address how comfortable, I already addressed it once, but how comfortable I was with the run percentage. I like to see it not be as high as it's been in Louisiana. I happen to think it's not going to be quite so high when he's at Florida. Obviously, I don't think it's successful to be running 57, 60% of the time in the modern era. That would be too high for me. I think that number needs to be lower than that. But what you do want to do is you want to be running when you have a numbers advantage. And if you get a 3-on-2 like this, you're even numbers in here. This is what you want to do, especially because you have a lot of deception here. You got a lead blocker, right? Now you're able to run power with a lead blocker. So again, even though we're not under center, we're able to run power football with a lead blocker. And just like you heard me talk about before, the H-back is now going to come this way, right? We're going to come to the strong side. But this play is going to the weak side. So here's the H-back. Follow the H-back, follow the ball. Here comes your H-back. You're going to see your linebacker get sucked up here following the H-back. And now we're squeezing this play to the short side of the field. And we get a block. If we can get one here, we're in good shape. We miss our block from our tight end. That's not great on film review. You got to get a block there. But we get a great block here. And we're off to the races for a big gain on 2nd down and 10. A 15-yard running play. We catch them going 3-on-2 against the pass. We make them pay. A little bit of deception from the H-back. Nice play design. All right, Louisiana feeling themselves a little bit in the run game here. They're going to stay with this same personnel package. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. We're going to play power football right here. We're playing power football. App State's ready for it. Look how many guys they have in the box right there. Totally ready for it. And we are just going to play some power football here. They still have to respect him coming out on the edge. That's going to leave our unblocked defender being unable to get there. We're coming through the A-gap. We're coming through with steam. Again, we have steam here. You have to imagine these running plays. If you got a running back starting right here, he is not going to get through this crease. He's not going to make it here, but he's got the speed he needs. He makes it there, and we're picking up another 1st down with some simple power football, and we are also threatening the defense, right? On film as a coordinator, you're saying, look, we have got App State with 8 guys in the box right here, and we have a bailout cover 3 kind of defensive style here. We can hit anything we want over their head. And imagine we ran that route here. We can play action this. We can RPO this. We have a lot of stuff available. We are being threatening. And if you're able to run like this with some power football, you can really threaten the opposition, which they do here for a nice 1st down. Same drive, 2nd down now, and about 8. And this is a very Alabama-like play call. Again, I love these play calls. Having broken down Alabama on film now for several years, these play-action play calls are devastating. They absolutely are devastating, and they're also multiple. We're sticking with the same personnel. Again, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends in here, single back. Play-action fake. Again, the power run has been working. Now you're going to run the play-action. Look at what happens. We've basically taken these guys entirely off the field, right? We have just taken these 3 players and remove them from the field. And now we are playing a very simple game of 3-on-4. And all we're going to do here is take the exact matchup we want. We're really playing with 1 receiver, which is right here. This is why it's so easy to play quarterback in a system like this one. And we're going to simply hitch right here. Here's our hitch. And the only reason we're hitching here is to clear space for our over route, right? Here comes our over route. He's coming at full speed, running at a flat-footed safety. He's dead. He's gone. I mean, he's burned. He's wide open. Look at this pocket we have here. We've held up beautifully. This is a layup. It's a touchdown. We're going to the house. Look how open we are. We're going to the house. We're so excited. This is great. Oh, wait. What? Wait. What? Wait. What? So this is a great play call, right? Again, everything you want. You're celebrating. You're on the sideline down here, and you're like this. This is a touchdown. We are going to the house. This is our ship. Let's go. And then this is still our ship. Let's go. We're good. He's wide open. And, oh, Oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to put my hands down, and I don't really know what happened here, right? Great play call, great design, another wide open receiver. And this is the thing about Michael Jefferson is he just doesn't see the field super well. Again, great season, championship guy, not taking anything away from him. Not the kind of quarterbacking you want to see. You know this is your play call. This is what Napier is setting up for you. This is exactly what you want. You're going to get cover 3 with bailing corners. You know that he's going to wind up staying hitched to your tight end. Your read is a simple one here. It's a high-low read. If he bails out, you take this one. If he doesn't bail out, you're going to take your guy running a deep over on a flat-footed safety every single day of the week. These are the matchups you dream of. And he chooses inexplicably to take this route, which again, just makes no sense. On top of that, overthrows it, just misses a wide open walk-in touchdown. And I think at this point in time, he can't believe it. He's waiting for the ball to be out here, and he's like, okay, I'm good. Whoa. No idea, right? So, great play design, great play call. Again, you're going to see that a lot now. A lot of these play action deep shots are going to be a feature of Florida's offense. 3rd down and 8. We've come out of that personnel grouping now on this drive after missing a touchdown pass. We need to convert here. Got to convert here. Now we are in a more traditional, well, I say traditional, modern 11 personnel, right? The kind of soup du jour personnel. And here we go. Motioning our running back out. One more time. Bring him out. Is he a running back? No, he's a receiver, actually. We line him up back here. So now we have 4 receivers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And our tight end right here. Sneaky deaky. Very, very nice. We're playing 4 receivers here, right? So we are not actually here in 11 personnel. We've played a little trick on you. We are in 1 personnel. 1 personnel. No running backs. 1 tight end. Does that matter to you if you're watching? No, not really. What matters is let's get the first down. And again, App State is going to be super aggressive here. They're playing cover 0. This is cover 0. Take a look at what we're doing here. Man. We're in cover 0. If we can block this up, we can do anything we want. I would love to see a slant and go right here for a touchdown. But we're not going to run that, but we are going to ID yet again the wrong person to throw the football. Take a look at the pre-snap technique here. He's bailing and bailing. You're going to want to hit this route. This is who you want to hit. You don't want to hit the guy that's flat-footed playing the right way here, but we're going to try to hit that. That's the wrong ball. Ball needs to go here. It doesn't go there. And we're in trouble. No, we're not. First down. Bailed out, right? So wrong read, wrong decision. You get bailed out here, and sometimes you got to get a little bit lucky. But play call's good on 3rd down. You've got what you want here. You're in cover 0. You've got a first down. That can be done. And again, if you know a team's going to play 0 on you like that, take that slant and go to the house, especially if you can protect it. Either way, they wind up getting a pretty fortuitous conversion here. All right, we're back to 12 personnel after that conversion, and why not hit them with the guard tackle counter? Here's your tight end, and let's get into a guard tackle counter right here. Look at App State. Look how aggressive App State is yet again. There are 8 guys in this box. Here comes our motion from our single back into the traditional zone read set. Now here comes, again, a feature of Lincoln Riley's offense here. Here comes our guard tackle counter play, although he doesn't get his steps right here, actually. Yeah, he does. His corner step's kind of a little... timing's a little off there. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the guard tackle counter out here. What matters is do we block this well? And we do. Kick out the first guy, which is not a perfect kick out, but he does take these 2 out of here. Now we're coming through right here with the tackle, and we are in good shape. Right? We're in good shape. They played 3-on-2 again. Notice how many times this happens. The second time now it's happened. They've caught him again 3-on-2. Really good feel for a play call here. If he's not 3-on-2, he's going to stuff this play. But we catch him 3-on-2, back turned, create the crease. We're through the hole. And, if we don't get clipped there, we might still be running. Really nice feel for catching App State yet again, trying to move their flex, or their conflict defender rather, out of the box. And Billy Napier makes him pay. Here's Louisiana from the break of the huddle. We're going to come out here in trips, a tight bunch trips. We're going to get an equal response from App State. Lot of space over here. Now we're going to motion, tight end over, running back down, right? Entering into the zone read kind of phase. How do they want to handle this? They got to keep an edge defender here. And now we're going to bring an orbit motion around the back. And there's some play calls as a play caller that you go to sleep dreaming about. And it's a nightmare if you lose. And if you win, it's like, okay, great. I've got this in my pocket for the future. And this is one of those plays because Louisiana is going to elect here to hand this football off. But boy, should they not have. Let's pause it right here and look at what we have. right? This is kind of a classic Urban Meyer style play back in the day at Florida, where you've got one-on-one here and here, and this guy is absolutely way too far underneath. Just imagine the play fake here on an RPO. Imagine he just play fakes this. He's already committed. The ball's not even handed off yet. He pulls this back and puts this ball here. It is a walk-in touchdown. Nobody's stopping him. Instead, wrong option selected here, and really the total wrong option, because he should not be handing this off. He should at the very least be keeping this on a zone read with one edge defender here and an inside guy. He's going to hand it off, and we're going to get stoned. Nice play there by App State, but boy, oh boy, do you wish that you had hit this here, right? One more time, live speed. Ooh, you wish you had that one. That was going to be huge. It's now 4th down and 2. It's 17-10 in the third quarter. You've just had a good drive. I got to tell you, I'm kicking the field goal here. If you've watched the podcast for a while, you know that I'm a big believer in the rule of 2 scores. If you're up 1 score and you got a short field goal like this one, take your field goal and go up 20-10 because you are up 2 scores. That puts a lot of game pressure on your opponent. You're the better team in this scenario thus far in the game. You've beat them once already. I don't like going for it here. You're still pretty far away. It's 4th down and 2. App State's been super aggressive against your run game, which you're most comfortable with. You just missed a chance for a big play. But Louisiana says otherwise. And look, I'll respect it. I'd rather have my coach being more aggressive as opposed to less aggressive, but I think the better analytical play here is to kick the field goal. A motion here to confirm what, again, App State is in. And right now you know that he is being bracketed. This guy is being bracketed by 2 players. You know this, okay? So they're taking 2 players out of the play. Conceivably, you have man-to-man here. And obviously, you got a loaded up box against the run. You know you are loaded against the run. You are presenting some problems for them here, right? We're in our heavy package. Again, we have 2 receivers. We're back with a 2 tight end set here. We're going our big, heavy run package. We're going to run power because we are a power football team, and that's what we want to do. Oh. Yeah, it didn't work. So you get stopped on 4th down. I don't love this play call. I think this is a bad example, and you didn't see it often. I mentioned on the podcast that Billy Napier runs into disadvantaged fronts far fewer than Dan Mullen does, a significant percentage less. You don't often see him do something like this. In my opinion, this play's got to be a pass if you're going to run this here. App State wants you to run. They're playing run. They're selling out for run. And yes, you can win these battles, but I think this was not Napier's greatest play call. Of course, he's a human. He's not perfect. I think he regrets this one himself. Either way, on this very drive, you saw Louisiana miss 2 easy plays for touchdowns, and the result of that is no points in a 17-10 football game. Still 17-10. Patrick Toney's defense playing really, really well against App State. I will do a feature of Napier and Toney's defense when Florida announces the co-defensive coordinator, so I can also blend in what they like to do. So wait for that video to come out. But for now, ball is back in the hands of Louisiana, and we are going to see yet another wrinkle formation-wise. Again, these are not just window dressing, nonsensical formations. They are moving players around accordingly. Play action, because we have our running back, and I know you're getting sick of hearing this, but play action with a running back behind the quarterback. We're in a traditional play action. We're going to set back here. Our receiver, who then ran a fake orbit motion, is going to come out here. A lot of distance here. Again, you can easily take this check down if you want. It's going to be a good gain, but we are trying to hit a big play, right? Coming crosser here and crosser there, and we're going to get a really nice play from this safety, recognizing what is about to happen here. He is going to bail back as hard as he can. We got a great clean pocket here for this throw. This is good defense. I think in this case, if you get this good of a pocket, of course, you can take this shot if you can drop this in the bucket. You can also wait a second and see what happens here, as this is going to wind up being your better throw. But the play here is to hit this home run, and that is good defense by App State. So Louisiana taking a lot of shots in this game. App State's obviously already played Louisiana once. They're a little bit familiar with what wants to happen. They've missed their chances. This one, again, is really just too tight of a window to hit. But a big shot, yet again, goes by the wayside. But you're seeing a lot of big shots taken in this championship game. No connection there, but another nice play design. These plays do not look the same. They all look different. They're a tough prep. 3rd down and long. And you're going to see a very curious inverted cover 2 from App State. I have a really hard time understanding why they would run this here when they knew that Louisiana had been running hitches on them frequently. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you get too creative. Either way, for Louisiana, Three receiver set. Running back here in the typical zone read formation. We're going to act like we're going to block, but we're going to release as a check down. This time, App State does not bring pressure. Again, you have seen them heavily bring pressure. Why were they doing it? Because they didn't want this to happen. Well, one, here comes your inverted cover two. Again, explain this to me. Here's your sticks. Louisiana's run hitches on you. Why are you running an inverted cover two? These guys are now going to split the field in half. So as opposed to a traditional cover two where your safeties are covering, typically your safeties drop back and they're covering into, and these guys stay down low, you're just inverting that, right? Pretty simple. But you're inverting that on a team in Louisiana who wants to run hitches, hitch, hitch, hitch. And really, I mean, this guy, again, is the most open, but you can take a lot of these guys. You got a lot of options here, and he's going to, like this one, throw a strike right here for a first down on third down and long in a one-score game. Big conversion on third down, and this is why App State was so aggressive. This is not what you can have happen. And Napier here drawing up a nice, simple three-hitch route play. You got your two checkdowns here. Good stuff. Good understanding. Very questionable call by App State, but either way, you move the sticks. Crucial conversion. I've talked about how Napier puts a lot of pressure on you with all of his formations. Well, here he comes out again, 5 wide, right? Empty set. It's first down and 10. Very aggressive call. Empty set, first down and 10. And look at how App State is playing this again. They're essentially playing a busted coverage. They're not playing a cover zero as we get a Baylor here, but it's going to function this way because look at what happens in the slot. The linebacker is going to pass off our slot receiver to nobody. We're 3-on-2 on this side. We're 3-on-3 on this side. He's electing to go to the proper numbered side. Really important. Go to the proper numbered side, the side you want to work. And he has got something brewing. Unfortunately, this throw is just not there. Another walk-in touchdown for Louisiana. How many wide open receivers have we seen? Here's one here. Easy pitch and catch. Just does not make a good throw. We'll take the conversion, but another missed opportunity. Good play design, but it goes for yards and not a score. 2nd and 10 for Louisiana. Come out in a 2-by-2 set here. Motion the tight end in. That's going to pull. Again, he's covering the tight end, right? So we're looking at what's happening here. Here it is. Take a look one more time. This is what we start with. What are we doing? Okay, I got him. Okay, I got him. And okay, I'm going to move in with him. Again, telling us we are in man-to-man defense here. There's no reset. And what do we see? No safety yet again, right? Playing very, very aggressive. Despite this, of course, could we take a shot here? We sure could. It's 3rd down, though. This is what's really interesting about Napier, right? It's 3rd down and 8. They are in a cover zero yet again. Cover zero yet again, right? What are we doing here? Well, we're going to run a little zone read. Here it comes. We're going to run a zone read, but this is going to be a wrinkle. A wrinkle. And what is this wrinkle? It's really going to be a counter run. So here comes the zone read. Looking like we're going to keep it here. What this does is this has to hold the edge defender on the quarterback. We now bring our H back to settle into here because there's 2 defenders coming through, one responsible for the quarterback, one trying to break up the running back. And as long as we can do what we've done here and we can get a seal here, we're out of here, right? So this is what I'm going to consider an aggressive run play against cover zero. There's multiple ways to attack cover zero. One is through the air, obviously. The second, this is the right way to do this, is if you can create mismatches based upon the rules and you trust your line to hold up here. If you can get this seal, you know that he has to hold the outside and you know that he's supposed to crash down in here. And if you can eliminate this block and hold up here, again, it's a zero. There is no safety to help. You can also score a touchdown running the football. This comes down to a matter of how your opponent wants to play you, and you're going to see App State, because we are loaded up here, you're going to see App State fill gaps heavily on this side, something we've seen Florida do a lot. They're weak on this side. This is the perfect play call in this situation by Napier, and it is going to work to perfection. Seal, quarterback doesn't have the ball anymore, and we are out of there, off to the races, scoring a touchdown, the second big rushing touchdown of the game. You've seen multiple more opportunities. If you keep loading your gun with bullets that could score big touchdowns for you, eventually they will pay dividends, and it pays dividends here. And App State goes down 24-10 in the 4th quarter, but there is still work to be done. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. That's 24-16 now. App State went for 2, something you'll see teams do more and more when they're down 8 because of the expected value of doing so. Does make sense if you have to score twice and you're counting on stopping the team. It gives you a better chance to win the game rather than just tie the game. We talk a lot about it on the podcast. There's reasons to like and dislike it at times. We're going to fake the orbit motion here. Orbit motion gets faked here, causing them to have to make an exchange. Again, we're putting pressure on the defense. And really what we're doing here is we're just clearing out this space, right? Are you just motioning to motion, or are you motioning for a purpose? So the orbit motion is going to clear out space. We have this defender now locked up. We're one-on-one in space. Classic spread football, classic Urban Meyer mid-2000s football, Chip Kelly football. Really simple play. This guy versus this guy. We do not get a good pass here. If this pass is thrown out here, this play is much bigger. We don't. The pass is going to nuke the capability of this one, but we do make him miss and make him miss, and we convert for a first down late in the game. 2:42 left, 3rd down and 8. Louisiana trying to run the clock out and win themselves a Sun Belt championship. Going to open up here in 4 wide. Going to motion our tight end in. Again, back to 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end, and we're going to try to get a read. We're just doing this to get a read on what App State wants to do. We see them posturing downhill aggressively now that we've reset our tight end in the box. Get a look here. We see him coming down. Looks like they're coming in with a 7-man box. Now we're going to reset our running back here behind us. Let's run some power. Looks like they want to bring pressure off this edge here. And they do. So we're going to see pressure off the edge. You're going to put 2 guys here, and now we're going to run power to this side. Y. Let's count the numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Verse 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Who's off the ball? Here it comes. He's got to scrape across. He's the key to this play. This linebacker's to scrape across correctly, but you've seen Louisiana. They've run a lot of counters. You saw them score a touchdown running one just earlier. He's not going to run it here. We're just going to run simply right here behind the guard. Look at this hole that we have made here. Right behind the guard. Shooting out of there. Picking up a first down. Nice play call. We're running power. Again, a lot of this set up by what we confirmed with our pre-snap motions and our hard count, allowing us to confidently run the football for a first down. It's 4th down and 6. We have now successfully ran almost the entire clock off the game. We have 30 some odd seconds left in this football game. Are we going to punt them down? App State with no timeouts left, just punt them down and make them drive the entire field. We're up 8 points. No, we are not, because why? That's right, scared money doesn't make money. We're going to try to win this football game on our own. We only have to go 6 yards. The ball's in our hands. Even if we get stopped, it's a tough task for App State to score. We want to win this thing. We want to control our own destiny here. We are going to go for this. We're going to go back to our familiar and beloved, right here. 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. We're going to go jumbo. A lot of motion. We're going to start here. Watch the motion here. We're going to set here. Now we're going to move you out there. Switch sides. Get you to where we want you. App State says, you know what we're playing. We're going 0. We're stopping you. We know you want to run the football. We don't buy this crap. Okay, let's get another motion here. Reset here. Let's clear some space. We are bringing the house because we don't trust you. There it is, right? We're stopping you. And what does Louisiana do to win this football game? They say, look, we're passing. We're going to win this thing. We've got what we want. We've got cover 0. And boy, do they have what they want. Look at this. Look at this. Unfortunately, he's sort of running the wrong route there, but you could throw this ball right over the shoulder and he'd see it. So again, you gotta love the aggressiveness here to win this. You have this. The ball's got to come out on a 0 drop. You know you're getting instant pressure. You got to go 0 drop, which he does, and you got to make your read. Obviously, this is the read that you want. And again, you're kind of pre-snap picking your matchup. So you decide matchup, hey, I like this matchup here. And he just murders him, and he is gone for a game-winning touchdown. Instead, we're going to throw the slant here. And look, this is the first down. This ball gets put on him. This is also a first down. All you need is here a first down. Off coverage, good route, snaps it off at the exact right time. Ball placement just has to be here. If it's there, you're winning this football game. It's behind him, and he drops it. Even if he catches it, he still gets a first down. But I love this. Why do I love this? Because you know what App State's going to run against you. You got a slant route to win the championship. You control your own destiny. You trust your blockers. Hit the slant route. Win the game. Oh, now we got to play defense. Now, as it turns out, in the very next play, or the very next play, there's one more after this one. Louisiana will, in fact, get a strip sack and end the game as App State's trying to run a go route down the sideline, and they will become Sun Belt champions. But you can see there is true aggression here, but with the aggression, most of the time it made sense. You see a lot of open receivers. You see a lot of potential for plays. We will pay attention to how often Napier runs the ball at Florida. You've heard me talk about it. I do think a 57% run allocation is just too much. I would not expect that to continue. I think there's reasons why he did it at Louisiana. He's very, very tactical. What I want you to take away from this is everything Louisiana does is multiple. They do not just run one style of offense, and it's very tactical, driven against the opponent. So you could think of sort of, it's a babyfied version of what Belichick does in New England, where you're going to tactically create a game plan to beat your opponent, rather than just be a Mike Leach air raid where you always run the air raid mesh route and you run your coverage beaters. And again, I love air raid, but it's very static. So this is very tactical. I like tactical. It's very statistical. I like that too. So is Napier's defensive style with Tony. Again, a video forthcoming there. Either way, this is just the beginning of chronicling Napier's play calling and play designs. We'll see what he does at the University of Florida, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how he likes to run offense and call plays and what kind of style he runs. It is different than what we have seen in the recent era out of Florida football, but perhaps there's some of you who are worried that, hey, he just runs the ball or he just pounds it a lot or it's not going to be a style I like. Hopefully this video shows you a lot of vertical plays, a lot of shots, a lot of chances to score touchdowns. I think this offense, much like what Lane Kiffin does, look, Lane Kiffin runs the ball more than you think he does. I think it creates opportunities to score. All right, I'm James for the Gator Nation Football Podcast. I certainly hope you enjoyed this film review. As always, leave me any feedback you have so I can improve your experience. Until next time, stay happy, stay well. See you then.